today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It is a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they said, hey, let's open the roof. That's what they've done here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix.
I think I watched last game last night.
Battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the
possibly could
Arizona
have been Russell
Cardinals.
Wilson's last game in the
Fielded
49er
a couple
uniform.
yards into the end zone.
It was. Made a big trade.
He stopped right around where he would have been had he gone
Let's just
down
see
to
who
the
I
knee,
got.
maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Not on defense. Has to wait.
And they'll begin by running the option. And the Niners get
power.
there and bring him down. Call it no gain on the game's first
It was not a
play.
safety,
And it's
safety
second
or
down now.
cornerback blitz,
We
by
knew
the way.
coming in it was going to be a long
happened to be there.
afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down
Good
once
call.
more. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
Lamar
They'll be
Jackson.
led out by a former most
I traded.
valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson. Good starting field position for the 49ers.
Against it
as
for a
they
while,
have it
but we'll
first
see
and
how this
10
works.
at their 35-yard line. Gets around him. He's got the first down and more past midfield.
Wasn't Lamar Jackson.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San
Good broken tackle,
Francisco.
good juke.
Alvin Kamara with
Good
his
Rocky top.
16th touchdown of the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts.
Running
It
back,
may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're
Probably
ready
a
to
couple
go.
shots.
They've kind of got to look out,
Didn't know what
get
to
a
do.
sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray, short pass. Eifert on the receiving end.
Eifert. He's a big fantasy guy in the Bengals.
And it sets up a 3rd down.
Is a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
46-yard line.
Let's try this again.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done.
Man,
But
that's
to
a
allow
hole.
a run of that length, That's just not being
didn't get
prepared. So
Kamara?
now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Kamara's not hurt for very long.
Flushed out right. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds just inside
9
the
yards. He had a first down.
line. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
MCL tear.
That. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
Made at the 12-yard line.
Jackson. Flush to his right. And he hauls it in the end zone.
That's already looking good,
San
Jackson.
Francisco.
Touchdown.
John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year.
Oh,
and the
come on
49ers add 6 to
I got
their
confidence.
lead.
Uphill, touchdown. Take that, Arizona.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Well, Kittle should be coming
And this
back.
carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray, screenplay, Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
A lot of guys reading that
Down
screen
the
play.
screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field.
No, he's not.
He's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
He's
You have
circling
to
the
think to
Dr.
yourself,
Bill
at
he's
this
going to have.
moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you
So nervous we're gonna
opportunities.
have this
He's
whistle.
taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now again to the mid fullback use check. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Kyle Juszczyk, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
1st and 10 at their own 37.
And let's look at Carlos Hyde now. He only has a single solo carry, 1. Numero uno, 2nd quarter. They need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Now Jackson on 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with John Kelly. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And make it now a pair of touchdowns for the big man out of the backfield.
I'm not sure this was in the game plan, but boy, it's working to perfection. And I know one person has a big grin on his face now, and that's that big guy has found his way into the end zone twice in this game.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Murray from midfield. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Harris has it over the middle.
Gonna have first down.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Yep.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
28, Cardinals 3.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Are you hurt too? Yep, got his kittens in.
Jackson on first down. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Kelly. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 4. And it's
on 3rd and 1, Jackson eluding the pressure right.
Oh my goodness, there you go. That's the reason why I didn't want to.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
Taysom Hill, see what you got.
A gain of 4 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. And the first down, a run with Hyde.
Now I'm going to only get like
this
1
down
yard.
To about the 10-yard line.
And I got
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
2nd down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the 49ers continue to roll. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
If you're wondering,
taking about 7
I don't think
yards
this made
deep,
my team
and
better.
it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Russell Wilson being like 33 years old on this game.
Ready to get their first opportunity
Jackson's
here in the
25,
second
so
half. They've got to dig
playing
down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This
help my
offense
team
has
out for the
struggled.
long run.
Partner,
Especially if I
join me
keep
in a walk to
improving
their
him and making
locker
him
room at the
strong.
half, okay? Because I think what we would have
Quarterback,
seen
which fits
is
my system.
an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said
All right,
hasn't
here
been
we go.
working. Now they
Let's start
open
this down.
downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game,
pick
second
the
half, no
game
quitting
five.
him.
0.
Mario
Davis there on the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
2nd and 5 now. Murray completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield. He didn't have it, just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
All right,
Two
let's see what
first
happens
downs
here.
have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 9, Murray.
Good.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis
Go for that
about why
screen
they've
pass.
struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long
Put
situations. They
pressure
just
on.
took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed
Why
out.
did
thus
switch to the
far.
guy 20 yards
And he'll be
downfield?
taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1 second left.
49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just
Where'd
like
that guy
race
came
right
from? He
now
came on the
the
blitz.
sideline, because
Missed him.
when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, watch the slant.
And this will be a gain of
Hit the wrong
5 as he
button.
gets it to the 30.
That's a nice job
Stiff arm.
defensively being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And
Got to be kidding me,
unable to
Scantling.
connect. Incomplete. Now give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this
Well,
game
one
has
day,
gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. That is incomplete.
At this point in the game,
Oh,
they've
he
got to
panicked.
continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Finally got my
Nick
sack.
Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. Short pass. Eifert
Keep wanting big hits and like hits him before me.
This effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to
rush that
convert
pass
there
in.
on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Jackson from the shotgun.
Golly.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
A big chunk of real estate covered on the scramble, but it will be 3rd and goal. Jackson's going to keep it, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the
Huddle up
line.
and think about this.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this, and in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th
we'll
and
try it.
goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left.
My
And
goodness.
it is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes
All right, let's
left
play
in
defense.
this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line.
Why are you all
this time.
clapping? That did
3
nothing.
yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Here's Murray. And that's off.
Why didn't you catch that while you were laying on the ground?
They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of
Probably gonna bite me in the
questions
butt here.
and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down.
Thank you.
Looking to side for
Good
one,
stop.
it's
Good stop.
intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Matt Prater lining up for the point after.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often.
Not gonna
Listen,
get
you
him
get
on
a
the
pick
inside.
6 in a season. It's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Murray trying again after the pick 6. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray.
Got it, go.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All right,
The
so
utter
we do.
domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Wow.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul
bad
penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining.
Can't see his feet. So he can't see his feet. The guy's in the way. Okay. That's all I need to know.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. On second down, Hyde. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just
wonder how anyone can
49-3.
I'm not happy with this game.
Full momentum going, full confidence going, but it's not just their own
Second
confidence
guessing.
that's leading them. It's the lack of
Without
confidence against
Russell
their
Wilson,
opponents now.
I think I can improve. Lamar Jackson's just a new quarterback. It's amazing how different they are with how they run, and so I'm just used to his techniques and how he throws and runs. Just something I gotta get used to before next game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
Get out of
now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.